I've always wondered, can you describe and take us through the first time you ever smoked that ganja?
That's actually a embarrassing and funny story. And I'm only gonna say what I can remember because this was when I was 21 years old. So imagine 21-year-old CEEJ out in
Mm,
college in the
mm,
lands out in
mm,
Minnesota
mm,
going fucking crazy. And I'm like,
mm.
I mean, this is peak CJ. This is when, oh, side note, for those of you who don't know me, my full name is not CJ. I didn't even start using the CJ name until I went to college. My freshman year, it was in a dorm. We had a whole bunch of dudes sitting around talking with the RA, and he's, a little mixer, get to know everybody in your dorm, all that shit. And we were sitting down saying each other's names and shit. And there were like 6 other dudes that share the same name as me. And I said, what the fuck? And out of nowhere, it got to me. He said, what's your name? I said, you can call me CJ. Never used it. It just popped in my head. Never thought about that was my identity, anything. I just want to try something new. That shit stuck until this very day. That's where it came from. And it's not just the fact that I use that name now. It was a whole new identity for me. It was a whole new persona because I was geeky and pudgy and unathletic in high school. I had very little friends, didn't get invited to any parties, had no bitches, nothing. High school sucked. So I said, I'm changing all that shit in Minnesota. And I did. People were trying to plan a 21st birthday party for me at my guy's house. I said, okay, I got some wind of it. It's supposed to be a surprise, but it was kind of like a half surprise. I was getting some wind, like you should be at this party, at
Yeah.
this night. It just so happened to be my birthday. So I put two
Right,
and two
right, right.
together. Turns out, big fucking surprise party. Hey, all my homies there. We had about maybe 80, 90 people at that fucking party. So if I can remember, yeah, we went fucking crazy. Fucking beer pong tournament, everything I wanted. So it was that morning I mentioned before on this podcast where I was cheated on in college multiple times. One of those times was my 21st birthday.
Woo.
Not in a great mood. I was, hey, 21, but my ass was like, I'm drinking 9 a.m. Went and grabbed 240 ounces, because I brought that up before too. Just the nastiest shit. I think one was like an old dog.
Old English?
Old English. Red dog. I think I had a Mickey's or something in there.
Fucking Milwaukee's best.
Yeah, man. I was just like, I didn't give a shit. Taped that shit to my hands and the Edward 40 hands. No fucking problem. Fast forward to the party, I had a homie who was like, hey, you want to smoke this shit? And I said, fuck it. I don't give a shit. Fucking took 2 hits of that shit. And that mixed in with that malt liquor. And here's the part that people had to tell me the next day, because once I hit those 2, I woke up the next day. No fucking idea. That hit me like a ton of bricks. I guess from eyewitness news, I had smoked this shit. It was on the basement. So beer pong tournament. I'm in a corner with some guys. Okay. About 30 minutes, hour later, still playing beer pong. Apparently, I go upstairs and I cuss everyone out.
On
and
some
I don't
stink
remember.
shit.
Oh, yeah. Like, apparently it was like,
bitch ass, faggot ass, punk ass, pussy ass, bitch ass, nickel! You want to do something, bitch ass?
All the insecurities came out, all the bullshit drama. I guess I was just a fucking word fountain at that point. And I left my own party, and I don't know where the fuck I ended up, but I ended up back in my bed the next day. There you go. That was my first experience. And I was like, wow, I should never drink and smoke again.
1, 2, 3.